Hi, in this video we'll be looking at our different types of metals again and finding their intermolecular property. And then we're also going to look at the different properties as well as the descriptions for these. So let's get started. First we have, so our first one, we can see there's a lot of metal cations in between, and then a bunch of electrons in between. And we would call this a metallic. Type of substance is metal. It is a metal that has metallic force of attraction, intermolecular force, which is metallic attraction. In description, it is an organized cation that share a sea of electrons. Electrons are free to move across any cation. It has a strong charge and strong attraction. An example would be aluminum. Another properties include insoluble in H2O, conduct electricity, solid at room temperature, malleable, and high melting / boiling point. And that defines a metallic. That defines a metal with a metallic bond. Now over here, our second one, we have a covalent bond. And so a network solid. The description will be formed by carbon or silicon, have covalent bonding going in all directions in a repeating pattern. An example of this will be diamond. Now its properties include insoluble, non-conductors, solid at room temp, and one of the highest melting point / boiling point, because they have strong intermolecular. They have the strongest intermolecular force. Now, third one we call this. It's a polar covalent substance, and it has an H bond as its intermolecular bond. Now, polar covalent with hydrogen bonds it is stronger than a dipole bonding. Now, examples of this include H2O and HF. Its properties are dissolve in polar substances, do not conduct electricity, and it has low to medium melting point / boiling point. Now this one, we can see a dipole. And we call this because the more positive side is being attracted towards the other side, more electronegative side. So we call this polar substance with a dipole force of attraction. No, dipole intermolecular force. Now the description is uneven sharing of electron leads to weak attraction between dipoles. Now examples of this include HCl. Its properties include dissolve in water, aka soluble, does not conduct electricity, usually liquid at room temperature, and it has low melting and boiling point. Well, because it has a weak intermolecular force. Now our last one over here, we can see that there is no dipoles. The force of attraction, the attraction is being shared equally on both the left and right side. So we'll call this nonpolar, and it is London dispersion forces. Its strongest intermolecular force is London dispersion forces, which is the weakest of all. And it is tiny dipoles that are created by random motion of electrons. Now, all metals and non-metals have electrons evenly spread out. Some properties include insoluble, H2O, but soluble in other nonpolar solvents. It does not conduct electricity, usually gas form at room temperature, and have the lowest melting and boiling point, because London dispersion forces, as we learned, is the weakest type of intermolecular forces. All right, now that we looked at the different types of intermolecular forces and the different the different properties and descriptions. Hopefully you have a better grasp on what the intermolecular forces are. Thank you for watching.